What's happening, guys? Jack here from GolfMagic. Just pulled up at Farleigh Golf Club. It is a beautiful day and I'm absolutely buzzing to be testing this brand new golf club today. If you want a little hint as to what I'm testing, then just take a quick look at what my hat says. That's right, guys. Today I'm testing the TaylorMade Original One Mini Driver. Now, this one came to a bit of a surprise to us, considering TaylorMade have launched both the M5 and the M6 this year. But this is a mini driver. It's meant to sit in between your fairway wood and your driver. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take it down to the driving range at Farleigh Golf Club. I'm going to use a SkyTrack launch monitor, get some data for you guys. But what I'm also going to do is put it up against my M5 driver and my M5 fairway wood to see data-wise where it can fit in your bag. Right, guys, so you've now seen the TaylorMade Original One Mini Driver in action. Now, I spent quite a while testing it down at the driving range at Farleigh Golf Club, and now I just want to spend a bit of time telling you more about the club itself. So, like I mentioned earlier, the Mini Driver is not a direct replacement for your driver. You will not hit this as far as an M5 or an M6 driver, or to be honest, any other driver that's on the market this year, but you will hit it further than your fairway would. The Original One Mini Driver has a 275cc head with a tri-material construction, comprised of a titanium body, 50-gram steel sole plate, and TaylorMade's instantly recognisable carbon composite crown. Now, the combination of these three materials creates an ultra-low CG for distance and playability. It comes in a 13.5 degree loft and has a loft sleeve with a +2 degree adjustability. Now, it also has twist face technology, but no, it is not injected like the M5 and M6 drivers were this year. You've also got an inverted cone technology to promote fast ball speed on off-centre hits. Now, the idea of this club is to provide an option off the tee that gives you the accuracy of a fairway wood, but with more distance. So, if you're someone who gets a bit loose with a driver, but you feel like you're missing out on distance by hitting your 3-wood off the tee every time, then this is going to be a brilliant option for you. Now, I did try the Mini Driver off the deck on the driving range to see how it fared compared to my M5 fairway wood, but the head is still a little too large to be comfortable in the fairways, in my opinion. I think the pros will hit it fine off the fairways, but for a single-figure handicapper, it's not quite as forgiving. I still feel like you're hitting a driver off the deck, so in that respect, you're probably going to be better off with a fairway wood. So I tested the Original One Mini Driver on the driving range using our SkyTrack. So I'm now going to show you the stats I got with it, but I'm also going to compare the stats with my M5 driver and fairway wood so you guys can get a better idea of where this club fits into your bag. And as you can see by this picture I'm showing you now, the Original One Mini Driver, it sits in the middle between the M5 and the M5 fairway wood, so just so you get an idea of the head size. So let's look at the stats. So looking at the Original One Mini Driver first. Now, had a club speed of 108 miles per hour, which was pretty fast considering it's not as long as a driver, so that one did surprise me a bit. My ball speed was 156 miles per hour, a carry of 260 yards, and a total yardage of 266 yards. Now, my dispersion, which is what I really want to focus on with this club, was 14.6 yards with the Mini Driver. Now, let's compare that to the M5 driver. So, with the M5 driver, I had a club speed of 110 miles per hour, ball speed was 160 miles per hour, carry of 274 yards, and a total yardage of 292 yards, and a dispersion of 18.2. So, looking at the two clubs there, the M5 clearly goes further for me. There's no competition there at all. But it's that dispersion rate is better with the Mini Driver. So, it really does depend on what you're looking to get out of your tee shot. If you're happy with your dispersion rate, then stick with your driver. If you're spraying it around a bit and losing control, then the Mini Driver offers you some pretty good distance and a lot more accuracy. Now let's wipe away those M5 driver stats and pull up my M5 fairway wood stats. So club speed down a bit at 105 miles per hour, ball speed 150 miles per hour, carry 244 yards, total yardage of 252 yards, and a dispersion of 12.4. So, as you can see, the difference between the M5 Freewood and the mini driver aren't that far apart. The mini driver gave me an extra 12 yards of distance, but the dispersion with my Freewood was slightly better as expected. Comparing those two clubs, you can see why some people will go for the mini driver, because it's as comfortable to hit as a Freewood, but you are going to get more distance. The one thing I would say is if you were to put the mini driver in your bag, then I really wouldn't carry a 3-wood as well. For me, the optimum combination if you wanted the mini driver is to carry a 5-wood instead of a 3-wood, because the distances are just too close between the 3-wood and the mini driver to warrant the need for both of them. So guys, that is the TaylorMade Original One Mini Driver. Now, it's not going to be for everyone, but I think TaylorMade really will hit a market for those players who aren't comfortable with their driver and want something a little bit safer, but still some decent yardage. And with an RRP of £369, it's great value for money. So guys, thank you for watching the video. I hope you've enjoyed it. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you next time.